What's good? It's RicoDaDon. Today we're doing a little DIY project. We're changing the fog lights on a 2013 Dodge Charger RT. Let's change them. Even change the light bulbs. The best thing to do, most people go up under the hood for changing headlights and stuff. But the best way to do it, from what I've discovered, is doing it from the side wheel well. Just move the plastic panel back, remove the clips, take off the plastic panel, and you should be able to reach all up in there. Like you can reach the fog light right here. That's what we're changing out. And then the headlights. Headlights is up here. It makes it so much easier just by turning the wheel. Like if we're doing the left side, we got to turn the wheel all the way to the right. Now the only thing you need for this project is dielectric grease, a plastic pry tool, a needle nose pliers, and a flathead screwdriver. Alright, so we're going to turn the steering wheel all the way to the right since we're working on the left side. Got our tools. On a flathead screwdriver, come to show them. So you're gonna pop these clips. Just trying to pry it down. You can either use this flathead or you can use a pry tool. Pry tool to me is better because if you can hurt your fingers on the metal of the screwdriver. This right here is plastic. You won't hurt yourself. So let's just pop that out. I normally use the flathead to pull it out. That's why you use both, just in case one is more difficult than the other. There we go. It should be like 3 of them. Make it real simple for you guys. So we got 3 of them out. Take the pry tool and you start working the plastic off. I like to go in and over. Pull that top one off. And then this right here actually has a tab on the inside that holds it in. You push that in there, you move it over. Just working it off. I don't like to normally go this high on it, but that helps. It's right there. That's what we're removing. So let's go ahead and get that off. We gotta unplug it. Gloves on is because with touching light bulbs, it's kind of like one of those things where if you touch the lens of the light bulb, the dirt from your fingertips, your fingerprints actually will short out the light from the light bouncing back to the fingerprint and absorbing heat. So let's go ahead and get this open. Of course, another childproof item. So you got your light bulb. Now the grease I just use it on the prongs on the electrical connection. This is so it doesn't hold any moisture. Don't want to hold moisture, short that thing out. Could blow a fuse like that. So now we'll go back up in here, line it up with the connector. Of course, it has a tab right there at the bottom. So you line up the tab with the locking tab on the actual pigtail. That's in there. And then
a few moments later.
The issue I'm having right now is getting it to stay put. Like this one does it. It's all about getting the tabs to line up. Let's take it off. Alright, so the best way is to not put on the pigtail first. Actually put the light in there first. Put the light in there first. Hope you guys can see that. Best thing is to put the light in there first. Make sure it snaps. Then add the pigtail. Alright. Got a connection. To make sure it's secured. Let's go ahead and put these pins back in. So we're gonna move it over again. We're gonna flex this right here to push it in. Just want to push that in, make sure no water gets in. Pry that out. Push the tabs back in. Sometimes I like to use the screwdriver to kind of line up the little push pins. So got one right here. Put it back in. Squeeze it. Lock it in. Next one. Push it, lock it in. And then the last one right here. Push it in, lock it, secured. Let's test it out. So notice how bright this one is. Come over here. And notice this one is off. Now, I had these in like 3 years. Like once in a while they'll go out. So it's always best to just like change them. You know, you're gonna need them. The road might be wet, might be dark outside. It's always good to get enough lighting. So we're gonna do this other side in a second. Already turned the steering wheel all the way to the left since we're working on the right side. Remember, move the little pins. Best part of the bright tool to use. Just gotta get in there to catch. Pull it out. Sometimes these little plastic pieces, they get old. right. Let's go ahead and work this plastic off. And I'm gonna go in and over. Go as high as you need to. I didn't say this on the other side, but right here up at the top, right there, that's one of your headlight bulbs. I think that's the main one you need. The high beams is on the inside. Let's take out these pins. Got the old light bulb right here, the new one. Always inspect your stuff, guys. Make sure you always compare them. Make sure they're the same. Always compare part numbers if you need to. Get some grease. Get some grease right by the prongs. And like I said on the other side, because I was having an issue, it has to line up before you put the pigtail back on. So you just push it in there. It should look like that. There's a grease on the back of it. It's in there. It's lined up. It's pushed in all the way. It's secured. Now you just line up the pigtail with the tabs. This thing only goes one way. You can't mess it up. Now we got it in there. Push this plastic back in. Get the bottom lined up. Like I say, a screwdriver. You just use it to line the holes up with the bumper. Get your pin. Put it back in there. Lock it down. Next one. Once you get one, it should already line up the rest of them. Push that in. And then the last one. Lock it in there. Let's test it out. Good. Alright guys, that's how you change the fog lights on a 2013 Dodge Charger RT. Most people, they like to have different color lights. It's like, come on, just get all of them the same. It gives it more of a uniform look. Unless you're changing the fog lights, you want a different color, that's fine. Me personally, I like them all to be the same. I personally like diamond white. But that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment, let me know if you put on your fog lights the same way or your headlights the same way. Y'all take care. Y'all have a blessed day. It's RicoDaDon.